Guys, welcome back to the channel. So the Premier League season is officially over. So we all know what that means. It is time for some exciting transfer news. And today we are going to look at some potential transfers that could help your team get to the next level. But before we do that, I'm trying to hit those sweet 50 spot in the subscribers list. So if you could hit the subscribe button, that would be very helpful. Thank you very much, and let's get on with the video. Arsenal are first on the list, and the player that I am suggesting for your club is Lazio's very own Luis Alberto. Now, Luis Alberto would not be that easy of a signing to happen because he has a contract that runs up till 2025 for Lazio. But let me tell you this, he is a brilliant creative midfielder, and with Odegaard likely to be part of the Real Madrid squad for next year, you will be missing that creative force down in the midfield. And with Dani Ceballos also gone, that opens up a slot at centre of the park for Arsenal, and that is why Luis Alberto would be a perfect fit. He's 28 years old. He is a Spanish midfielder who has 9 goals and 2 assists to his name, and some 69 shots on goal, with 22.5% shots on target in the previous season has risen to 42.7% on target. The lad is a goal machine, and you need someone to score from midfield so that Arsenal can elevate themselves to the next level. And here we go, Luis Alberto is your man. Although you could also go for Hussein Aouar, who is a cheaper target. Not cheaper target per se, he's a younger target. He's just 22 years old, but his stats aren't that aggravating for Arsenal. Arsenal require a ready-made player who would just fit into that midfield slot and would fire from the get-go so that they could secure European place next season. Luis Alberto fits that bill. Sign him up, Arsenal. On the list is Aston Villa. Now, Aston Villa has fared well during the previous season. They have exceeded expectations. With Ollie Watkins up front scoring goals, and Jack Grealish providing assists and scoring goals himself, Aston Villa would need an alternative goal scorer, and they do not need to look further down the road than Chelsea. Chelsea's own Tammy Abraham has gone out of favour, it looks like, for Thomas Tuchel because he has failed to start him. He has not even made the bench for the Champions League final, for the FA Cup final, or the games before that. So I presume that Tammy Abraham would be an excellent addition to Aston Villa's rocker, and it looks like they are going to sign Emi Buendia as well. So from Norwich, he's going to be an excellent signing. And let me tell you why Tammy Abraham would be an ideal signing. He is a goal scorer. Aston Villa need a goal scorer in their ranks. They currently now have Ollie Watkins, which is good, but they need an alternative too. So Tammy Abraham would fit that bill perfectly. He scored 6 goals with 13 shots on target in the last season, despite missing so many games. He has not been included after Lampard went out of the club. He has not been included for the next half of the season, but still he is the second highest goal scorer for Chelsea in the Premier League, and he has also got 26 ball recoveries, which is amazing, which means he can also track back and play deep as well. He is pacey, he is quick, and he is fast, and he's a very good finisher. So Aston Villa, back up this lad, get him to play for your team. Next up, it is Brighton's turn, and Brighton are in a dire need of a striker. I swear to God, the amount of chances that they created in the previous season, they shouldn't be in a relegation battle, but towards the end, they were. It is not even fair. Neil Maupay failed to score and put Brighton on top. They could have been finishing in the European places if they had finished all the chances that they created, but they didn't. So here we go. Leighton Laborde from Montpellier HSC, he plays in Ligue 1. He's got 16 goals and 8 assists for his team. He's kind of burst into the scene, presuming that he had scored only 6 goals in his previous season, but this season he's been absolute monster for the team. And Montpellier have finished 8th in Ligue 1, and he's 27 years old. He's into his prime. His good years are ahead of him. So Brighton, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and sign him. He is going to provide you goals and assists for the future. Next up on the line is Burnley, and let me tell you guys this. Burnley have been defensively poor. Yes, they have been defensively poor. It is very, very rare to say that about a Sean Dyche team and about Burnley, because one thing they do brilliantly is set up defensively. They are brilliant in defending. But last season, they scored less goals, which they usually tend to do, but they also let in a lot of goals. That cost them. They finished 17th in the Premier League, which is not expected of Burnley at all. But let me tell you who will solve this defense crisis. Yes, I am talking about our own lad, Nat Phillips. Now, he has been absolutely sensational this season for us. He's had 7 clean sheets, 22 tackles, 20 interceptions, 128 duels won, and 96 aerial battles won. And that speaks volumes. With our top 3 centre backs injured, he stepped up big time, and he showed us all that he could do it in the biggest of leagues, the biggest of occasions. He's also played in the Champions League, which is an added bonus. He's faced the likes of Mbappe and all the other top stars in the world. He is absolutely sensational, and I cannot believe that I'm saying this, but with the inclusion of Ibrahima Konate for Liverpool, I don't think we would need Nathaniel Phillips. I think he should have a brilliant career. So it is time for us to let him go. Go to Burnley, my lad. You will shine like the sun. In line is Chelsea, and it is very, very obvious. They are the champions of Europe, and it is very obvious that they need a striker. Of course, they pinned Giroud to a 1-year contract extension. That doesn't mean that they can rely on him. With Thomas Tuchel not favouring Tammy Abraham as well, it is very, very clear that they need a new striker. And I hate myself for saying this, but I feel like they're going to go in for Haaland. And why not? They are the champions of Europe, and if they sign Haaland, they may win a lot more. He is freaking awesome. What can I say about this lad? 28 games, 27 goals, 6 assists. He's played 8 Champions League games. He scored 10, 2 assists in that as well. His goal return is absolutely amazing. His vision for the game, his shots, his power for the shots, his left foot, right foot, everything is brilliant. And he is world class. He's going to win probably 3-4 Ballon d'Ors on the way. But Chelsea, bring in Haaland. I'll shed tears in a corner of my room while eating porridge. Line is Crystal Palace FC, and they have been, I'm not even kidding, they have been very, very poor this season defensively. I know that it is Roy Hodgson's final season and all that, but attackingly, after signing Ebenezer Eze, they have been brilliant. Wilfried Zaha, Ebenezer Eze, and Christian Benteke has come to form. So attacking wise, they are all good. It is leaky at the back, and that is what is costing them games. And to sort out this crisis, we are going to be bringing in Marcos Senesi, the Argentinian defender from Feyenoord in the Dutch league. He has scored 3 goals, 2 assists, but I'm not here to talk about that. He's a tall lad. He wins 4.2 aerials per game, 79.9% pass success, which means that he's very comfortable playing out from the back as well. 2.8 tackles per game, 1.6 interceptions. I don't know why no one is talking about this guy, because he's clearly brilliant. Senesi is he is one of the best there is, in my opinion. And if any team that gets him, it would be absolutely massive. Think about the top 6, the traditional top 6 teams, or Leicester even getting him. With the training facilities that they've got, he's only going to improve. But I'm suggesting Crystal Palace this guy, because he's also a leader. I've seen some videos of him. He commands respect in the back line, and he just gets in there. He just hits the ball. He clears it. He puts his body up front. He tackles. He's absolutely phenomenal. So Crystal Palace FC, this is your guy you need to be bringing up this summer. It's Everton Football Club, and I could not be bothered about what they are doing. Apparently Carlo Ancelotti has left them for Real Madrid. It is all funny there. He said that this is my club, I love it here, I love the Merseyside, the fans, the atmosphere, blah blah blah, is all fantastic. But the first thing he does after a call-up to Real Madrid. What does he do? He turns his back and runs. What about James Rodriguez, who followed him from Real Madrid to Everton? What about Allen, who followed him from Napoli to Everton? It is insane, man. It is insane, but it is very, very clear where they lack. They cannot create, for crying out loud. They have Sigurdsson, they have James, they have Doucouré, but still they are unable to create opportunities. So here I am mentioning a creative attacking midfielder from Russia, Alexander Golovin. Now, Alexander Golovin, he's just 25 years old. He's had 12 appearances and he scored 5 goals, 9 assists during that time, 1.7 key passes and 1.3 shots per game. This is a player that Everton must be looked to sign, and he is absolutely magnificent in my opinion. And in the Euros as well, we are going to see how brilliant this lad is, because he is going to be absolutely phenomenal and he's going to be the key player for Russia. I've seen him play before. He's brilliant on the ball. He can control it. His first touch is also brilliant. He gets onto the ball for the second balls and he follows it up. He closes players down. He's the complete midfielder, and Everton would be lucky to have him. United are next in the list, and what can I say about this team? Probably the most exciting team that I saw in the Premier League for a long time after Bournemouth's first season. But how can they improve? Well, they are letting in a lot of goals. They could sign probably Ben White from Brighton. That's one option. But I don't see that happening. So how about a creative midfielder to score more goals? Yes, he is high on stamina. His name is Lucas Paqueta. He is just 23 years old. He's had 27 appearances. He scored 9 goals, 5 assists, 1.5 key passes per game, 1.6 long balls per game, and his pass success percentage is 81%. Now, we've seen some of the great goals that comes out of Leeds United are because of Calvin Phillips' long ball. He puts in a long ball, the players are on it. Rafinha, Bamford, whoever you tell me, they are on it. Even Jack Harrison sometimes. So it is very clear that Leeds United are very dominant with long balls, and Lucas Paqueta, he is absolutely a brilliant specialist at long balls. They said that he loves throwing long balls into the field from deep end of the field. He just shifts the game, and that is something that Leeds United could do better. With the assistance of Calvin Phillips, they could be even more attack prone, and this is something that Marcelo Bielsa should be looking at to improve Leeds United. Since FA Cup winners are next, yes, it is time for Leicester City transfer talk. Now, the solo goal that won them the FA Cup came from a midfielder, Yuri Tielemans, and considering that there is a lot of interest in this midfielder, let me suggest them another midfielding gem. He is an absolutely brilliant player, and I don't know how his name hasn't come up yet. He's a Dutch midfielder. He goes by the name Teun Koopmeiners. He's just 23 years old, and it is not like this is his bursting onto the scene season. The previous season also, he scored 11 goals and 2 assists, and this season he has 15 goals and 5 assists in 31 games. His statistics are absolutely overwhelming. I told you about Lucas Paqueta, who loves to access long balls. This lad has 5.1 long balls per game, 1.1 key passes, and 84.7 success rate in passing. This guy is an absolute midfield monster, and he is ready for the Premier League. If he is bursting onto the scene for 2 seasons running and there is no media coverage about this guy, then there is something wrong with the media, because this player, I've seen videos about this guy, he's got everything that a midfielder needs. He's got pace, he's got grit, he's got determination, he closes players down, and he delivers the best passes, especially the long balls. Get him, Leicester City, get him. Provide some assistance to Iheanacho, and Jamie Vardy is not getting any younger, so make it happen. Is the part 1 of this video, lads. If you like this content, please hit the subscribe button. We will soon be out with the part 2 for this video, which will be delivered probably tomorrow or the day after. But until next time,